1972 Topps Darrell Evans, in action, made the leap. If you're a fan of big swings and jumps in performance, an all-or-nothing sort of production, take a look at the inimitable resume Darrell Evans put up during his 21-year Major League career sometime. There you'll find a guy who leapt from 19 home runs in 1972 to 41 in 1973. A guy who swung from 16 to 40 dingers between 1984 and 1985. A guy who got on base at Sabre hero levels. A guy who struck out a bunch and hit for low averages but still delivered the run-producing goods out the wazoo. You can find traces of those swings and leaps forward in his draft positions too. 13th round of the June 1965 draft, Cubs. 2nd round of the January 1966 draft, Yankees. 5th round of the June 1966 draft, Tigers. 3rd round of the January 1967 draft, Phillies. 7th round of the June 1967 draft, Athletics. After signing with the A's, Evans finally began his minor league career before another draft got him. This time, though, it was the Rule of Five variety in December of 1968 that landed him with the Atlanta Braves. That pick led to a modest 12-game showing with the Braves in 1969, and then Evans' first baseball card in the 1970 Topps set, right there between Mike McQueen and Rick Kester as an Atlanta rookie star. But it didn't quite work out that way because Evans leaned into another big swing cycle. For starters, Evans began 1970 at AAA Richmond and stayed there through the minor league season despite batting .300 and connecting on 20 home runs. He did get another call to Atlanta in September, but showed almost no power despite hitting .318 in 12 games. That left him heading into his age 24 season without a clear shot at regular playing time in the big leagues, and with less than 100 career plate appearances under his belt. It also left Evans without a sophomore card in the black-bordered 1971 Topps set. After a hot start back in Richmond in 1971, though, Evans returned to Atlanta before the end of May, and it was there he'd stay. In 89 games through the end of the season, Evans mustered just .242 batting average, but he did manage to smack 24 home runs and drive in 38 runs. By the end of the season, Howdy Doody was the Braves' regular third baseman, and things were looking up. Topps thought so too, because not only did the old gum company bring Evans back for the regular 1972 card, number 171, they also added him to their roster of in-action cards on number 172. Now, that didn't exactly put him in an exclusive company, seeing as how there were about 6 dozen players and managers thusly featured. But has there ever been a more dramatic jump in cardboard fortunes, dropping from one year off the roster to favorite son the next? Not to mention Evans' jump on the card. Maybe, probably. But the fact is, Darrell Evans pulled it off. Which makes you wonder all these years later if there isn't another big swing left in Evans' arsenal. Because even though he fell off the Hall of Fame ballot after one try in 1995, his Cooperstown resume stands right there with other guys in the era who have either made the cut or whom fans want to make the cut. So, could we see Darrell Evans on the induction dais someday? Still seems like a long shot, but then you gotta figure that 1972 Topps in action card of his wasn't even a pipe dream as the 1971 season dawned, don't you think?